This is the Raw Advantage coming in at you with the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle Chat. Over 55 books for the low price of $50, $3,200 worth of stuff. And today I got somebody who I'm really darn excited to be bringing in here with a live chat. Somebody who I'd say even is probably the main inspiration for this bundle. The bundle wouldn't be around without him. We're inviting Dr. Doug Graham on, and we're going to be going into key aspects of self and betterment. I will let you know that Doug Graham is the original inspiration of mine that really helped me to go into an all raw food diet. Before that, I'd been searching. Hey, how's it going, Linda? I'd been searching how to do a raw food diet, and I'd been progressively increasing the amount of raw foods in my diet. And I went to a health festival and met Dr. Doug Graham. He was on fire speaking there. This was in Vancouver, Canada in the early 2000s. And after seeing him talk a couple times and talking with him afterwards, where he graciously shared a lot of really key, simple information that really cleared it up for me, I went raw and never really went back. It's been a blessing to and talk from the same stage and now from the same Instagram Live. Really darn excited for it. So, Dr. Doug, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, great to see you.
So awesome to see you too. I was just giving a little bit of an intro for you, but the man who needs
you get snow the other day?
No snow here. Did you get snow there?
No.
No?
No, but it was close.
Yeah. Do you like snow?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? No.
We don't get that. We don't get hard. No, I like snow. I really like snow, but I don't like when the grass still shows through the snow. I want really serious snow.
You want some Saskatchewan snow where the door gets blocked in and you have to stay inside for a few days.
I want enough snow so that I can get one of those Chris Kendall Pro boards.
Yeah. You see that?
Take the wheels off of it and snowboard.
You see that action, Doug? It's only taken me. Yeah, until I'm 41. It just took me till I was 41. But if you recall,
skateboards with your name on it, that's pretty heavy duty. That's pretty cool.
Well, you know, Doug, when I first met you in person,
I'm honored to know you.
Reciprocated. But 17 and a half years ago, just around there when I first met you and went into raw food, I remember talking with you afterwards and telling you my goal is to become a professional skateboarder, and I think that raw food might be a key for it. It just took me nearly 2 decades further, but I made it.
Yeah, a couple of trucks got in the way, apparently.
A couple of trucks, and I fractured my back along the way too, and I've had a lot of injuries over my time, but I'm so stoked to be here and still thriving at 41 and looking forward to another 41 or 51 or 61 years later.
Ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So I was just letting everyone know that, realistically, Doug, you may not know this because I didn't say it directly. You'd probably think maybe an itch of it. But this whole bundle would not be here without you. You've inspired so many freaking people to live a healthy, happy, low-fat, raw, vegan, and holistic life, like a hygienic, holistic life. And you've really, really impacted my life, completely set my life in a completely different direction. I just want to pay extra homage and appreciation for you and from everyone in the bundle here too.
Thank you so very much, Chris. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. When I went through my training to become a chiropractic physician, the school itself had a motto, which was to give, to love, and to serve.
Yeah.
And I adopted that motto. I'd been a teacher for many years before then, but that motto just made so much sense to me.
Yeah.
And it's a great, as we've heard many times, the best gift you could ever receive is to give a gift that's received well.
Yes.
And so when I see people benefit from things that I've learned, I take it as a very high honor. When I was a kid, I have a memory of being in Manhattan for one of the very first times that I ever went to Manhattan, and there was a man literally standing on a box on a street corner.
Was it a soapbox?
Well, that's the the
That's
way
the
it's
rub.
said. But he was standing on a box. It
Yeah.
was a wooden box, like a crate,
Yeah.
and he was standing on the box and he was talking.
Yeah.
Well, to me, as a I don't know, I was maybe 5 or 6 or something, but my training was, when somebody's talking, you listen.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
turned to listen, but my parents just walked right on by, and I realized like nobody was listening to this man, and in fact, he wasn't making any sense whatsoever. He was total.
Oh,
Excuse me, the dog is at my door crying.
I'll have a kitty at my door too,
You
crying
can
soon.
come in. You can come in. Okay,
Hey,
so
Jessica.
so I realized like there's a lot of people who have something to say. In Bob Dylan's Hard Rain song, he talked about 10,000 people talking and nobody listening.
Yeah. Oh God. The plight of
Okay.
many a musician, I'm sure.
Yeah. And so when I can do something that people listen and let me into their life,
Mhm.
even a little,
Mhm.
unlike you let me in a lot, and I appreciate it, but it means the world. And
Mhm.
I know um, the direction that the raw food movement was going when I got into it,
Mhm.
and that I had the good fortune of being, I didn't know at the time, but I had the good fortune of being the person to shift the direction,
Yeah.
um, so that 20 years ago, 25 years ago,
Yeah.
when all of the festivals in the world, all of the raw food festivals in the world were what were called high fat festivals.
Yeah.
That was the only
They're
kind of raw
expos,
food there
right?
was.
They're more
Yeah,
expos.
there was San Francisco Expo and whatnot, but they were they were really expos in the sense that they were a place for people to sell stuff. And
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
it was and
Yeah.
so it was supplements and condiments and fat and grass
Yeah.
um, and it wasn't about fruit whatsoever. And it got to a time where there was 7 of those around the world,
Mhm.
and and every summer there would be 7 festivals, and the first Rawgust group started up. There's
Yeah.
been a new one since then,
Yeah.
but the first Rawgust group came because there was only 5 weekends in August at the most, sometimes
Yeah.
only 4, and we had to say who's going to get them. And it's how my health and fitness week ended up in September,
Oh, okay. Okay. I
because I
wondered
said, you
that.
know
Yeah.
what? I don't need to be in August in order to run Health and Fitness Week, and you guys need to be in August to run your events.
Raugus.
So,
Yeah, Raugus is going to be weird in September.
yeah. So I just said, I'll take that'll take, since there's 7 events and then mine,
Yeah.
um, I'll volunteer to go into August, and then Dave Klein went into July, and all of a sudden we started to fit.
Yeah.
But to have been a part of that and see that none of those festivals exist today,
Mhm.
but out of the ashes of that, like the phoenix that
Like the
rose out of
Phoenix.
the ashes of those,
Yeah.
have been the fruit festivals and the fruit lucks that you were so much influential in getting started.
Yeah.
If not, maybe you were the person to get those started.
I think I may have coined the phrase. I won't own it
Yeah,
100%, but I think I did coin the phrase, and
good.
started putting
I
them out all
I
over the
think
place.
you were the first person I heard say it.
Yeah.
And so, so all of a sudden there's one day fruit events and one day, and even one meal events, like a
Yeah.
potluck, but a fruit luck. And, and all of a sudden there's fruit festivals
Yeah.
and 80-10-10 festivals. And those didn't start until the raw festivals were really on the decline. They were
Yeah.
already starting to go, this is not sustainable.
Hmm.
And that had been my message when I lectured at those festivals, was like,
Oh man.
hey guys, this might be called raw food, but it's not a lifestyle that's sustainable. It can't all be about, you know,
How many
cacao and
times did you
mushrooms.
how many times did you have an arm around your shoulder like, yeah, Doug, it's okay. I would have loved to
Countless.
fly a fly on the wall for some of those because I've been to one or two kind of expos, and there haven't been any since those, as far as I know. And I
Yeah.
really enjoyed being a part and all those things. But I did hear some horrific things, like from the stage, being told that smoothies are worse than like processed food or drugs, and like comparing it to cocaine, like smoothies to cocaine. It blew my mind. It blew my
Yeah.
mind. So I can only imagine, especially
Well,
you
it's
being
tremendous.
on stage.
Just phenomenal fear
Yeah,
of the fruit-based diet,
yeah.
and just phenomenal fear because obviously what it did was it dissembled
Mhm.
a tremendous number of businesses,
It did. I
and
have one question I'd love to insert.
and that wasn't the intent to dissemble anything. The
No.
intent was to grow something, to build something,
Yeah.
to build something, and it's kind of fun that I've got four interns that I know about, and there's maybe more, but I've got four interns that I know about who interned with me in the late 80s
Oh
that
wow.
are still that are still low fat raw vegans along with
Yeah.
me. They're
Yeah.
still doing it and
Yeah.
it's still working just fine.
Yeah.
And you know, that's I don't know what it takes to be called sustainable,
Yeah.
but the people who all told me, look, your health is going to fail. The only way to do this is with condiments and supplements and stimulants and irritants and lots of fat and lots of dehydrated grass. And I'm going, no, I think it's about a lot of fruit, until fruit predominates your calorie intake for every single day.
Until you got a banana for a mustache, Doug. Until you got a
Yeah,
banana for a
basically, when
mustache.
you've got a banana mustache, you're getting close to the right direction. When you're like, oh yeah, I just hang here from this tree limb and eat banana
Exactly. Exactly.
with my
Doug,
feet.
I feel bad to say it, but I think maybe your first 20 years before the raw diet is the only reason why you're still able to survive right now. You're still living off of those reserves.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Those 20 years were hard, man. I was a sick kid.
Yeah.
I was a very sick kid. I mean, I went to an allergy doctor every week between the ages of 6 and 12 for a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's not fun to
No.
have your sinuses vacuumed is not a good experience. It's nothing anybody wants to have happen to them.
No.
I missed a lot of school because I was so sick as a kid. I had surgeries, had tonsils removed, and was told I was allergic to my own antibodies, so that every time I got sick, I would get sicker,
Yeah.
which would generate more antibodies to which I was allergic. You
Yeah.
know, it was it was not good. I couldn't control my weight no matter what. I mean, now in the last 10 years, I've played with my weight a little bit, and even some people have commented. They go, "Oh, you got heavier," and yeah, I did. I intentionally got heavier. I went from basically 69 to 70 kilos. I let my weight go up to 74 because I wanted to see what would happen. I compete in powerlifting at 74 kilos, so I
Yeah.
really didn't want to be 70.
Yeah.
74 was a bit more powerful, but
Mhm.
not a lot.
Mhm.
And I hated the way I looked.
Yeah.
So I went back down to 70 to 71. And at 70 to 71, um, I don't know. I've thought about it that I might go even lighter,
Mhm.
but I can't get, no matter what I've done, I can't get to the next weight class, which is below 66. Much below 60. When I've gone down below 68,
Mhm.
I have found it unsustainable.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
pretty tight parameter for me.
Yeah.
But yes, it is visible. I don't hide the fact,
Mhm.
that I can adjust my weight by eating more, intentionally eating more, or intentionally eating a little bit less.
Mhm.
But it's in pretty tight parameters. By the time it gets to 73, 74, I just don't like the look of it.
Yeah. I
And
hear you.
and below 68, I go back up.
Yeah.
So
You just end up starving yourself. You don't need to be intermittent fasting here on the raw food diet.
well, I think, I was telling Marco, like, I'm here to enjoy my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
want my life to be good. I want my life to be good. I love it to be good every second of every day.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm fooling myself when I think, oh, if there's moments where I'm not enjoying myself every second of every day. Hello, Daisy.
She's
Okay.
excitable.
If there's a moment here and there where I'm not enjoying myself every second of every day, it's because I'm thinking that the chapter ended, but it really hasn't ended. I'm going to get to the enjoyable part. It's just I got to turn the next page, and then I'll see. So it's like there's an old saying: it all comes out great in the end.
Yeah.
And if it's not great at the moment, you just haven't got to the end of that chapter yet, because it's going to be great in the end. And I fully believe that, what you think about comes about, and you create your reality, and your thoughts are ever so powerful. As Mark Victor Hansen used to say, thoughts are things. And so one of the most common questions I've ever been asked in my life is, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always find that a funny question, because that's like a cook food question. Has your health failed yet? Basically, everybody's going, has your health failed yet? Has it failed yet? How are you? How are you? I know it can be viewed other ways, but even today, somebody asks me, how are you? And I go, well, I'm fantastic, terrific, but I'm expecting better. I am expecting it to get better. I know it's going to get better. But I am fantastic, terrific today. And I mean, how much better can it get? I got to go out with my doggies. I got to be helpful to my family. I got to do a little deadlifting. I like deadlifting. I got to do some deadlifting. How much more can you want? I answered a bunch of emails, met several new people online today, made some new friends, and did some volunteer work. How much more? And then I get to talk to you, and I talked to Marco earlier, and then I get to talk to you, and it's a good day.
The blessing of the day, man. For me too. I got my boards today. Got to spend some time helping people.
Today.
Yeah, just got them today, and had a couple really nice lives and conversations and connections with people. Got to hang out and cuddle with my sweetie and my kitties. I went skateboarding today, and I did 3 tricks that I've been trying, or at least wanting to do, since probably about 93 or 94. So
they work better on boards with your own name on them.
Yeah, guaranteed. It does the tricks by itself, right? So it's and
Are
then
they
this
giving you
is
those
the
boards?
topper. Huh?
Do you get those boards for free?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course. That'd be pretty sad if I, had to pay for my own.
Well, no, I mean, I understand, but I mean, you're sponsored essentially.
Yes. Yeah. And the boards are called
Congratulations.
Totally Rad. Oh, thank you.
Really serious congratulations. It's a big deal.
I feel pretty blessed. It's pretty awesome for sure. Speaking of blessed, isn't it awesome to be able to live a life where you get to eat your face off and very easily stay your ideal body weight? That's just something I never have to worry about losing weight. If I want, like you said, I can gain weight, and I know, but after the car accident, because I couldn't skateboard as much, and because I was really in the gym and rehabbing, I was like, I want to push some weight, and I want to lift a bunch. And we worked out at the UK Fruit Fest together, and I got up to like 198 pounds, and I normally sit at 180. And people think you can't put on a lot of weight with raw food, but you definitely can. You just got to do the work and sleep and eat, right?
Eat.
Yeah. But I'm back down to about 182 now, because it works better for skateboarding, and I haven't been in the gym as much. But if my knees ever give out, I'm going to get a little more top heavy again, I think.
Top heavy's nice. I mean,
yeah,
it's funny. Although basically all of my weight training is focused on gaining strength, not gaining size.
I'm fluff.
But I do a little bit of training to maintain the size that I am, because at some point, not only is my work is almost all sitting at a computer. It's not shoveling, with a pitchfork all day. So you kind of lose the upper body. It wants to fade away if
Yeah.
you don't do something to hang on to it.
Yeah.
So I do a little bit of training each week, just not to get bigger, but
No.
so that I don't get smaller.
No. Yeah. Yeah. And just probably to maintain and to for the health benefits, I guess, as well, and your enjoyment of it.
Yeah, I guess the enjoyment of it. I like to look good.
Yeah.
I like to think I look good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're looking pretty good there, Dougie. Hey,
Oh,
check this out.
bless.
Check this out. Right beside my desk
Wow.
here, I got these two here,
Wow.
which is about like 23 or 24 pounds or something, maybe
Each.
each. Yeah. So I sit here in between my things, in between when I'm working, and do sets of like chest presses and just like presses and curls and stuff. So that's
That's
my
impressive.
little.
How did you do that?
I used my arm and
How,
I grabbed
no,
it and I pushed up.
how did you get something how did you get something that weighs pounds in Sweden?
Well, it says kilograms, but I think in pounds. So I looked at it and thought, okay, well, this is 3 + 3, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5 kilos.
Yeah.
So
22 pounds.
yeah, yeah. So and that's just my rough. It might be 22, 22 and a half, or 21 and a half, but that's
Well, then
my.
there's the bar itself, right? What's the little dumbbell weigh?
Yeah, that's probably. I bet you it is probably 22 and a half, because that's usually what the increments are, right? Like it goes like 20, 22 and a half, 25 in the gyms. But
Yeah.
so I do a little bit of going here, because I'm the same thing. I'm a keyboard warrior, just not trolling. I'm lifting people up instead, right?
Sure. Wow, you still think in pounds.
Yeah, I think in pounds and feet. I know that I think I'm about 78 kilos, I think, or
What
79
what temperature do you think in?
Celsius.
Funny
Us
mix, right?
Canadians, us Canadians are just a mixed up bunch with that. Like we talk in kilometers, but then we talk in feet and inches, and like we mix all of it together.
And fuel consumption?
Liters, but
Liters per liters per kilometer?
yeah, I think so. But also I had never heard of what a deciliter was until I came here. I'd never heard that word, deciliter.
Right. Interesting.
It's weird.
I know, because here you can buy things in pounds and pay for them with pounds.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's just
But
really
do
nuts.
you use kilograms too? You use kilograms though for everything, but there's
No,
still pounds.
they in the grocery stores they use both by
Yeah,
law on the label.
yeah,
So there's pounds and kilos on the label, because the old people aren't going to learn
no,
kilos.
yeah,
And if you watch the weather report, it's all in Celsius, but they always tell you at least one of them in Fahrenheit for the people who don't do Celsius yet.
You do Celsius though, but you would have grown up with Fahrenheit in the States.
Well, I grew up with science, and I grew up in the 70s, and so there was a lot of metric in the 70s,
Yeah, yeah,
for two reasons. One was that President Kennedy had said that we're going to convert the country to metric by 1980.
yeah.
And so we started to
That went good.
convert. We did start to convert, and they changed all the road signs to have miles and kilometers,
Yeah,
all the speed limit signs.
yeah,
And then, of course, all the drug dealers used metric. So
yeah. Grams.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, Doug.
yeah, exactly. I'm not talking.
No. Zips. Yeah, no. That this is gonna start a meme now. Oh,
But
too funny.
but so metric, but also because I did sports, and sports was they came to metric pretty early in the game. They had to, if they're going to do international sports.
Worldwide, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So although I ran 100 yards when I was a kid. By the time I was in college, people were running 100 meters, and then 1,500 meters replaced the mile in a lot of places.
mm-hmm.
And so we just started becoming aware of But I know like American lifters still lift in pounds,
Yeah.
but they're the only ones in the world.
Yeah. Just sticking to it. Just
Yeah, they lift in
this is
pounds.
how it is.
And you know, I mean, I guess it's because they're not as good because pounds are a lot lighter than kilos.
They are. It's true. Yeah. Way, way lighter. It's like fluff. Just like my
Yeah.
muscles. Just
Yeah.
fluff.
So you want to be of some value tonight? We're having fun, but
Oh, are
should we
people
be of
watching
value
this?
for everybody else?
Oh, I didn't know that there was actually. I thought we were just talking on FaceTime.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just
There's
teasing.
this scrolling thing going down past my screen. I'm assuming that's other people.
Oh, yeah, that is. Yeah, that is people. Oh, hey, what's up, Cher?
Hi, people.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
It's a
Hopefully, you
treat
guys
to
are
spend
enjoying
time with
too.
you. Um, I can't even tell you. Like I said, it's an honor to be listened to.
Yeah.
When people come up to me. I had a man in Hawaii come up to me one time and say, "I'm the one," and I was
Neo? Neo?
no.
No. Okay. Okay.
He just said, "I'm the one," and I
Yeah.
looked at him and I didn't have a clue what he was talking about,
Yeah.
and it sounded a little off.
Hello.
Like, should I back away from him
Yeah.
or what? Right? And he goes,
Ah.
I'm the one. I'm thinking, oh, I see. What does that make me? You know,
Yeah.
the other one? I mean,
I'm a
what
little
am
bit
I?
afraid. I see some blueberries over there.
So he said
Hello.
2 years ago, like you said to me one time, and we've repeated since, but he said 2 years ago you did a talk. I don't remember where he said it was, Colorado or something, and you said that if one person in this audience goes raw as a result of my
Yeah.
talk,
Yeah.
then I would consider it a success.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm here 2 years later at this raw. We were at a raw lifestyle event. It was called Raw Lifestyle, and he said, I just want to tell you, I'm the one that was at that conference. I went raw that day. I didn't look back, and it's because of your talk. So I was thrilled, like I was with you up in
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Taste of
good.
health. Yeah.
Yep, I totally spaced on that one. I could picture the island and not the name. And we weren't on the island, but I then went to Vancouver Island afterwards.
Nice.
But we talked at the Taste of Health in those crowded rooms on that very hot weekend.
Yeah.
Man, it was so hot. It was packed, and we were standing room only, but it was great.
Yeah.
I think it was better that it was standing room only. I enjoyed that part of it. And who knew, like you've had so much influence on so many people, Chris. I mean, incredibly proud of you for just keeping it simple, always staying humble with it, always rising to the occasion like you did at the first Woodstock.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, Doug. I never asked for it. Isn't
Or
isn't
maybe
it
was it at the
beautiful?
third or fourth Woodstock when you had to rise to the occasion, right? You really had to
Multiple.
rise. Yeah,
Multiple times.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just like being able to, almost like a magician, just keep pulling that rabbit out of your hat, which is something I was talking to Marco about. Is that you have to have so much health that you have reserves to handle the tough times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just be living on the very edge of just getting by, barely making it, because sometimes you do get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get knocked down, and if you don't have some reserves, and if you don't know how to rebuild, you're going to be in trouble. And
Yeah.
we meet those people all the time who are in trouble,
Yeah.
and that's not a good thing. It's not a place to live. I want to live such a healthy life that, if somebody needs me for something, I'm available and I can give up some sleep or give up a meal or give up a whatever it is, and still feel like I'm living this as my well.
You feel superhuman almost, right? Like I remember actually, Doug, the first few years as raw, I literally felt superhuman because of that contrast. Like
Yeah.
in that contrast is something else, I tell you. And I remember feeling literally like a superhuman, and it's such a beautiful thing too that when people find this lifestyle and get much more in touch with themselves and often feel much more of a connection to spirit and to intuition and to all that can be, that they're called to service. They're really called to share this because it is not worth feeling this amazing by yourself. But I remember being called to service and not necessarily just sharing the raw food message, but being in service of my friends and my family. And I thought I was invincible. And for about a week, I just said yes to everything possible and slept very little and did so many things until I realized I wasn't quite invincible, but I was near superhuman. It felt, like I
Well,
had to take
yeah.
a couple of days off.
And if you start to figure like maybe we're not superhuman, maybe we're just human,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a sad commentary on the people who don't feel that way.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know at what level they're functioning, but it's definitely I have to call it a lower level.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you something. I don't know if you know what it is. Do you know what this is?
A hacky sack.
Do you know which hacky sack it is?
It's the soccer-looking ball hacky sack. What is that? Where is that from?
It's not a swastika. It's not
No,
an
yeah. At
A.
first, I was like, "Oh, what's going on here, Doug? This is taking a strange turn."
It's not an A. What else could it be?
Well, it almost looks like a weird mixed-up music note. Uh, is it some kind of a symbol?
It's a signature.
Signature. Oh, okay. You got me, Doug. I'm not too sure.
F Z.
FZ. Okay, so this is something I should know, hey? FZ.
I thought maybe you'd know.
I'm not too sure. FC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Frederick.
If I show you that side, I don't know if the print is readable. There.
No, it's hard to tell what it says.
Let's try one more time. Here. Ah.
It looks like spaghetti to me, my friend. I'm having a hard time reading that. Can anyone else read it? Yeah, I don't know if it's just the camera quality or if it looks like it's in Arabic.
Arabic, yeah.
Arabic.
You're going to get in trouble for that. You don't want
Yeah, for my
anybody
horrible pronunciation.
Oh,
I'm not good.
Well, at the first Canadian Fruit Festival,
Yeah.
have I said enough yet? At the first Canadian Fruit Festival, Felix was there.
Yes.
Okay. FZ was
FC,
there.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Felix
now you got
was there, who's a world champion in hacky sack.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, and he autographed a hacky sack. It's got the second thing I showed you was hacky sack with his name on it.
Okay. It's like his signature hacky?
And then, yeah, it's his signature hacky. And then he autographed it for me, which so I still play with it to this day.
That's awesome. Hacky sack's
I
awesome.
never would have met him if it wasn't for the
dang truck. Yeah. It's kind of funny when I woke up in the hospital because I have about 2.5, 3 hours of my life missing. It's not there. And I woke up in the hospital, and I guess I was awake for a while telling jokes, but the first memory I have of being awake, I said something along the lines of, do you think I'll be good to go to will I have to spend the night in the hospital is what I asked first. I'm like, will I have to spend the night here? And they're like, yeah, you're going to surgery pretty soon. And then I was like, well, do you think I'll be good to go to the festival in like a week or two? And they're like, no. And I'm like, I'll probably be good by Woodstock, which was like, a couple weeks later, right? But no, I wasn't even, I was out of the hospital before Woodstock, but I wasn't before the Canada Fest. And
right.
Yeah, it was a long time before I could even imagine being on a plane. It was crazy.
My memory is you were the talk of the festival.
Yeah. Not for the reason I would have wanted, but I was very honored and blessed.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Chris?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk of the festival.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah, we promised like some secrets.
Yeah,
So
we have 5 secrets to self embetterment. So the 5 major keys to self embetterment, and I know a
I've
lot of
got
people
7
think
or
that
8 of them.
you got 7 or 8. Yeah, I
Well,
think how many do you have? You have like 24 or 23 in 80-10-10?
oh, in 80-10-10, I got 30.
30.
Actually,
Okay.
31, actually.
Yeah, 31. But I mean, but what's the most important one?
Well, the one you don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Yes,
sure. For
for
sure, the
sure.
one you don't have.
Yeah.
And
You
and
guys catching on to this? You guys catching
all
on?
the others, like the one you don't have is the most important one, and then all the others are tied for second place.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that I shouldn't just be like really concerned about micromanaging my diet at this point?
Just your zinc intake.
Just my zinc. Dude, I had some pumpkin seeds today. I'm good.
Cool. You're probably good for a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Depends
doubt
on
it.
your sex life.
Yeah, yeah. I need more pumpkin seeds tomorrow.
Yeah. Not today, huh?
You know? I think I still have some left. I gotta go.
I gotta go get some pumpkin seeds.
Yeah. I carry them in my back pocket, Doug.
Oh,
You
good.
taught me
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna need them.
that. Yeah.
Gosh. Oh.
It's been too long,
So,
my friend.
if you want to become a better person, you're going to become a healthier person, because healthier people can give. You can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
And in order to become a healthier person, you got to eat more fruit.
Yeah.
Unless you've gotten to the point where you're eating enough fruit to totally meet your calorie requirements, and you're eating enough vegetables to keep yourself happy.
Mm-hmm.
Until you're eating enough fruit so you never experience any cravings whatsoever for sweets, for candy or alcohol or chocolate or dried fruit, for extra food after the meal is over,
How
for
about paste?
treats in between meals, for paste. I mean, when you start thinking paste is food, you've really lost the plot. When starch starts seeming like a viable calorie source, oh yeah, no difference.
Yeah.
Potatoes are just as good as bananas. It's not the same. It's nowhere near the same. And I mean, the science so strongly supports that fruit is the way to go. I could give a whole night on the science that supports why fruit is the way to go.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know you
because
could.
because it easily is. I mean, from research done in the teens to the 20s to the 30s, to Linus Pauling's work in the 40s for his Nobel Prize in 54, saying that we need to be getting about 100 times as much vitamin C as the average person gets,
Yeah.
which is what you and I get, actually,
Yeah,
if you ever
exactly.
did that math.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're actually Linus Pauling would be patting us on the back.
Yeah.
And he won a Nobel Prize for his work in vitamin C. So I like to refer to him. There's essentially no vitamin C in starch.
Yeah.
It can't be a viable calorie source. So eat more fruit is my first secret to success, is eat enough fruit to where you go, wow, I really don't need to eat any more fruit today, and I'm gonna be totally happy.
To me.
Yeah, I'm totally happy. It's not like you don't need to eat till you hurt. You don't
No.
need to eat more than you can digest. You don't want to eat fruit till you fall asleep. You don't want excessive. The phrase "too much," people ask all the time. Is too much fruit bad for you? And yes, too much is bad for you. But too much of anything is bad for you.
Yeah.
That's the concept of too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
The very phrase "too much" implies a problem.
You stop
So
enjoying it when it's too much.
yeah, that's too much.
You don't enjoy it. Why are you doing it? That's old world thought.
Yeah. I just want to eat bananas till I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I know that I can walk away from food for 5 or 6 hours, and
Yeah.
I had enough bananas.
Yeah.
It's going to hold me just fine.
Yeah.
And if I want to have a light day, I want to have enough bananas to last me for 4 hours.
Can I ask you something, Doug?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
sometimes feel like anything less than 12 bananas is kind of a snack?
Yeah, but I don't snack.
Yeah, I don't either.
But 12 would be like a minimal meal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too.
12 is 12 is like the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
But the only time I'm eating 12 is if I'm having other meals.
yeah. Or maybe hitting some persimmons afterwards. Like, oh, I'm gonna finish off these 12
Yeah,
bananas
this
with a
time
couple
of year I'm
persimmons.
eating persimmon like they're going out of style.
Yeah, they're so good.
But still a dozen bananas. But
Do you
no,
like the khakis or the
what I
Sharon
mean by
fruit
that
more?
is I have done periods of time where the only thing I eat is banana.
Yeah,
For 2 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, whatever. Just eat nothing but banana. Um, for a variety of reasons, I've done that. And when I first did that, I was eating 12 bananas 3 times. It very quick. It wasn't by plan,
no,
but I was eating 12 bananas 3 times a day, and
mm.
it was kept me very, very happy.
Like this
Except I just
or
kept
smoothies.
losing weight.
Yeah,
I just kept losing weight,
yeah,
and and it as I did that little experiment of eating just bananas, just to see who did I become if I did that. Um, Over a period of several years, that eventually morphed into 15 bananas,
hmm
full size, not little ones, but
yeah,
15 bananas 3 times a day. So instead of 36, it was 45.
yeah,
And those extra 9 bananas, almost an extra whole meal,
yeah.
that was enough so that I could eat
Maintain.
bananas, and then hold my weight,
Yeah,
which means I'm not in some kind of calorie deficit going, an unsustainable program essentially.
yeah.
Um, and then I was pretty happy. So 12, yeah, 12 is the only time like in fact today I had 12.
Mhm. I did too, but it was because I was going skateboarding an hour and a half later, and I didn't want a full belly for skateboarding.
Right. And there was a couple reasons for me as well, but I knew I had another meal coming a mere
Yeah,
4 hours later.
yeah,
So I didn't want to eat so much that I couldn't eat the next meal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because bananas right before your dinner salad with tomatoes, for me at least, doesn't really work super good. I like to have some space between that. One time, Doug, I had a meal of bananas, and then there was a tray of tomatoes, and I ate the tomatoes directly after, like a huge meal of bananas, and my
Mm-hmm.
nose just started running. Like it wouldn't stop running for about 15, 20 minutes.
I'm not. My tummy would have been upset had I done that, but
Yeah,
glad that was the only upset you had.
yeah, yeah. Me too.
But your
Me too.
body
So that was
talks
number
to you for
five.
sure. Your body tells you for
Yeah.
sure.
And the clearer you
So,
get, I had a good conversation earlier today about that, and it's like, when you're new to this lifestyle and you're just, coming from chimichangas and McDonald's, and you jump into raw food, your body's not going to really be telling you what it needs as closely as if you've been doing this for months and years and you've gotten used to getting your
exactly.
nutrients and your needs fulfilled from whole foods, right? Then,
Yeah,
then that's when
I
intuitive
hate to
eating
pull
comes.
the cat. Like I don't like pulling the decades card,
No,
but
no,
it's very true
yeah,
because when you're new to raw foods and you go, oh, my body told me I needed hot
French
chocolate
fries,
and
yeah,
French fries. Yeah, like it wasn't your body talking.
no. Yeah, maybe it's a
This was
microbiome die off, but it wasn't your body.
it was a different voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Which a second secret to self betterment is fitness.
Mm,
You don't have to be obsessive about your fitness. You don't have to be the fittest person on the planet. You don't have to do fitness that you don't like doing. Um, you don't have to go crazy about it or do excessive quantities. But as we've mentioned so many times, there's no creature on the planet that eats cooked food other than us, or that intentionally cooks its food other than us. There are creatures that will eat it,
yeah.
but nobody that
Pigeons,
cooks it other than us.
squirrels.
And there's also, you don't find unfit creatures.
Oh, yeah. Except for house
They're
cats sometimes and house
Well,
dogs.
yeah, are domesticated creatures,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
wild in nature, in the
No,
wild, you don't find unfit creatures,
no.
and they're so fit, in fact, that it's spooky.
Yeah.
How I mean, every night when I walk my dogs, I see fox, not wolves. I see fox,
Mm-hmm.
and they're so fit. It's just unbelievable watching them move. Compared to the dogs that are their size, they've got 10 times the speed. I mean, it's just, it seems like 10 times. It's probably double, but they're so fit. It's unbelievable. Just a real treat to see. And whether it's birds that fly halfway around the world every time the weather changes, I mean, they're so fit.
Yeah.
Squirrels running up a tree vertical.
Man,
running
those
up
guys
a
are
tree,
tough.
right? They can
so
get 50 feet up a tree in a matter of seconds. It's crazy, crazy fitness. So I know I've asked thousands of people, would they rather be stronger, weaker, or the same 10 years from now? And everybody says they'd rather be stronger. I never had anybody tell me they want to be weaker.
No.
And then I ask them the second question, which is, what are you doing about it? And almost nobody's doing anything to get stronger.
Yeah.
So there was a man by the name of Bernard McFadden who wrote 100 years ago 120 years ago, that weakness is a crime. So it wasn't a popular opinion.
Yeah, I could see why. Yeah.
Wasn't a but he became quite notorious and very famous because of it.
Yeah.
And because of his views on that, in his book called Weakness is a Crime. It's a good read.
Yeah.
And just the very concept. Or there's a guy named Mark Bell today. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mark Bell. I don't know if you ever heard of Mark Bell, but he runs a gym, and was a very well-known lifter in his day. But his motto on his wall of his gym in big letters is, strength is never a weakness. So if we're talking about becoming better people, what we're talking about is taking our weaknesses and turning them into strengths.
Yeah. Yeah.
By putting a little attention on them.
Yeah.
Whatever they might be, whether it's your listening skills or whether it's your vocabulary or whether it's your physical strength. Like if you're not doing something to increase your physical strength, because I don't know how they do it in Sweden, but over here they don't have a strength fairy. Like the strength fairy never comes and the strength fairy never comes and visits you in the night and you just wake up and you're stronger.
I wish. Yeah. I wanted to invent like a yoga machine that I'd go to sleep in and it would bend me in all the right places.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether it's but it can be whatever aspects of fitness are meaningful to you. But I think all of us would like to be a little bit stronger 10 years from now than we are now. Yeah. And so I think doing something about your strength specifically, but your fitness in general, is critically important to be balanced in your nutrition and your overall health and within your own body.
And the brain too, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Well, the thing is, whenever you're doing fitness activities of any kind, you're involved in a fantastic continuous decision-making situation.
Yeah.
As opposed to people who are, watching TV, say. Not a lot of you just sit there and doze. But when you're doing any kind of fitness activity, you're involved in continual decision-making. This is very good for your brain. Mm-hmm. Super good, super important for your brain and for communicating and interacting and socializing with others. Yeah. This whole same situation about being able to make decisions all the time, change with the wind, and get on the pumpkin seed bandwagon.
Yeah, exactly.
So to me, like, eating more fruit is critically important to becoming a better person, as is maintaining, and improving your fitness in whatever areas are meaningful to you. Because it's really easy to put it off. Like, so just start. You don't have to get it all in one day. Just start.
Yeah. Does skateboarding count?
Skateboarding counts. I mean,
yes. Yeah.
Fantastically so.
Yeah.
Fantastically so. And
it's a fun one. I know. I'm just playing around.
I mean, it doesn't count for me because I always end up getting hurt when I skateboard.
Last time we skateboarded, you had to take some time off, Doug.
I think
You
I
did.
hurt my wrist last time
You
we
did. Yeah,
skateboarded.
it was hurting for over a month.
That wrist healed up.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That wrist healed up. I'm ready to. But I need, like, say Cheska goes ice skating. She wears these padded pants.
Yeah.
Like, she almost never ever falls, but
No.
when she does, you fall. It's hard. Ice is hard.
Oh God.
And
Yeah.
so she falls onto these padded pants. I think maybe that you need to bubble wrap me before I go skateboarding again.
Yeah. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. I'm hoping that I'm out there next summer. That'd be fun.
Improving your nutrition is huge
Yeah. Is that
in
3?
becoming a better person. Yeah, this is 3.
Number
But
3.
it's not about improving nutrition. It's actually about how to improve nutrition. And the way to do that is to learn, respect, and implement proper food combining.
Yeah.
You don't have to be fanatical about it. There's room for nuance of all kinds, but learning the basics of food combining, becoming fluent in food combining, it's an easy language to learn. It makes a ton of sense. As Chris said, you eat tomatoes and bananas together and you have a negative outcome.
Yeah.
And for me, I know that when I eat foods that work together digestively, that I get the most nutrition available. I get the best digestion, so it feels better, and then I get the most access to the nutrition that's within those foods, so it's better in that way as well. And there's lots of things that taste good that are very bad food combinations.
Yeah.
And so you end up eating something that tastes good, but then feeling horrible later on.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just not worth the price. I don't like to ever feel horrible.
Feeling horrible sucks. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't like it.
No.
Yeah.
So for me, food combining, I think, not only leaves you feeling better more of the time, but you're getting access to what's in your food. Now, there's this whole talk about getting more nutrition and more nutrients, and I don't buy into that. I any more than I want bigger shoes. I don't want bigger shoes. I want shoes that fit.
Yeah.
A 10-foot long skateboard wouldn't be better than the one you have.
No.
More isn't better. We learned in all of our understanding of lab work and blood work that there's like this much and this much, and you want to be in range. You don't want to be higher isn't better, nor is lower better. You want to be in range. And that works the same way for nutrients of all kinds. I'm not looking for more of this or more of that, but I want to get out of my food what's in my food.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you compromise that when you compromise in food combining.
Yeah.
So
I always look at it, you're getting more bang for your buck when you're food combining, and also it's taking less time between meals to adequately digest your food, so you're not slowing down digestion to less efficiently digest what you're eating. So you're primed up and ready to eat your next meal sooner anyway and enjoy more, Yeah.
So number 4 is I have to go back on this one. I don't know if you know what a curmudgeon is.
I love the word.
Isn't it a great word?
It's a good word, yeah. Curmudgeon.
A curmudgeon is a person that's impossible to get along with.
Okay, yeah. I've met a curmudgeon or two.
They're gruff.
Yeah. Endearing sometimes, though.
And Ben Franklin was a curmudgeon.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even wrote a newspaper, or published a newspaper, however you say that. I believe the name of it was the Daily Curmudgeon.
No way.
Or it might have just been called the Curmudgeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he was not nice. And at some point in his life, I don't know exactly when, he was in his 50s, but it could have been late 40s, and he decided that he wasn't proud of being difficult to get along with. He wasn't happy about it. And he wanted to change who he was. So he started paying attention. He made a list of his 18 worst qualities.
Yeah.
And then he spent every day for a month working on one quality.
Yeah.
And then the next month, a new quality. And by the end of 18 months, he'd become a new person.
Yeah. Wow.
To the point where when he turned 80 years old, we sent him to France to be an ambassador for peace.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? So you don't send a curmudgeon to go be an ambassador for peace. You send a diplomat.
You know, Doug, that'd be a kerfuffle, I think. If you
Yeah,
did
that would be a kerfuffle to send a curmudgeon.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. And especially a job as an ambassador.
Oh.
We sent him as a person who we knew could get along with people. So he really had changed who he was. So, and where I'm going with all that is my number 4 is develop your social skills. You're going to have to deal with people forever.
Yeah.
And there's a million ways to do that. And there's, thousands of books and all sorts of leadership in that regard, but develop your social skills. You might be very good with people, in which case the advice would be develop your social skills, improve them. And you might be terrible with people, in which case the advice would be develop your social skills.
Hey, wait, that sounds similar.
At wherever you are on that scale, develop your social skills, improve yourself, improve your ability to listen, improve your ability to communicate. If that means taking coursework, if that means reading books, if that means associate with the people who have what you want, in the exact same way that this bundle is so important because it gives you an unheard of access to the people who have exactly what you want. Right? I mean, material that's not available elsewhere, material that's all new. People say, oh, I've already bought a bundle. Yeah, but there's nothing in this bundle that's in any other bundle anywhere ever. This is all new material by every presenter. And I just think it's spectacular in that way, but develop your social graces and become smooth in that regard, and learn people's names and pay attention and listen better and all the things that, learn nonviolent communication or whatever it might be that you say, the next step for me, is learning how to be more respectful of others, or I don't know what the next thing might be for you, but definitely I'll tell you for sure, this is the young people who are listening. Man, develop your social skills.
Yeah.
Even if you've already got great social skills, develop them even more. This is something that will never let you down. You're going to be interacting with people forever.
Yeah.
If you want to be influential towards others, develop your social skills. I mean, if you want to be a hermit, develop your social skills. It's just for everybody. It really is for everybody. I think it's a critical one. An interesting thing that happens to children, especially babies, that doesn't happen to anybody else, is they get to sleep as much as they want.
Yeah.
And when they sleep as much as they want, they develop at an accelerated pace.
Yeah.
They grow faster than us. They learn faster than us. They do everything faster, better than us in terms of development. And I can link at least some, if not all of that, to the fact that they get as much sleep as they want. Yeah. You never wake a sleeping baby. Yeah, say, it's time to get up. It's like, no.
Shake. You're not even supposed to shake a baby, so you can't really. Shake them up.
Unless they need to get up.
Yeah. Oh, that's the caveat, eh?
Yeah. Unless they need.
That should be a T-shirt.
Could you imagine shaking a sleeping baby? It's like,
that's horrible. There's no hearts going out because of how horrible that was.
Right. And so we gotta learn to nurture ourselves as I mean, me personally, life is so interesting, so exciting, and there's so much to do and so much I want to do. Like, I never want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm terrible about going to bed,
Yeah.
but I'm working on it. I've always worked on it. I mean, I've been this way. I see it now in my daughter, too. She's inherited it from me. She doesn't want to go to bed um, because there's just there's more things to read, Daddy. There's more stuff to do. And I feel the same way, but you got to give yourself enough sleep. You just got to give yourself enough sleep. And I
I
can't,
heard you need
I mean,
less
when I'm
sleep though,
working,
Doug. On
yeah,
a
but
raw
when I'm
diet, you need
working with
less sleep,
pro
right?
athletes,
Sorry to interrupt you.
that's okay. No, it's fun. You time it perfectly. Uh, when I'm working with pro athletes, I'm talking to them about getting 70 hours sleep a week at minimum,
Yeah.
85 to 90 hours in bed a week at
Mm-hmm.
minimum
Mm-hmm.
in order to be more productive in the remaining time than they would have been had they only got 50 or 60 hours sleep,
Mm-hmm.
but you were kind of like in second gear all the time because you never really could get going because you were groggy half the morning and tired half the night. And so all you were good for was sitting around doing nothing. Like, be productive. The farmer's phrase of go from can till can't.
Mm-hmm.
You just go from can till can't, and then you end it. End the day. Go to
Yeah.
bed. You're not being
Yeah.
productive anymore. Time to end the day. Get your sleep. It'll make you a better person.
Yeah.
You'll be nicer for it. Because
Yeah.
people who are underslept are irritable.
For sure.
Uh, More than half the car wrecks and more than half of the industrial accidents that happen in the U.S. every year are associated with underslept. People being underslept. So get your sleep, stay healthy. Accidents are a pain in the butt, pain in the back, pain in the leg.
Yeah.
The accidents just, they're no fun. And people, when you're underslept, your peripheral vision goes down, your decision making qualities go down, your rationality goes down, you become not as nice a person. Like, we have to go back. See number 4, develop
Yeah.
your social skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get your sleep. These to me are the top 5, but there is even a number 6. And number 6 might be, well, like you said, the one you don't have is the one that's most important. The one you need the most is the one that's most important right now.
Yeah.
Every cell of your body eavesdrops on your thoughts. Your genetics are what's called binary. You have on or off with the genetic predisposition of everything within you.
Mm-hmm.
And your cells are listening to your thoughts and they respond. Your genetics responds to your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
powerful.
how you talk to yourself, um, every kid is walking around going, I can, I can, I can. Can you play a clarinet? Oh, sure. Give me a clarinet. Can you shoot a basketball? Oh, yes. Can you break dance? Yes. They think they can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they find out that they can't, they still think they can. They just need a little more time. Wait. Let me show you now. Ooh, let me show you now. Ooh, let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again. And they've got that mindset of yes, I can. It's built into us. And only through some powerful social factors do we get beaten down
Yeah.
to a point where I meet people who say, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't
Yeah.
sing. No, I can't dance. No, I can't, whatever it is that they say. And I could never be a raw fooder. Oh, I could never be a vegan. I could never give up salt. I've heard, could never give up meat,
Everything.
whatever it is. And how could people think such a thing that
Yeah.
I could never? Of course you can. And if other people have, you can too.
Yeah.
But the mindset of how you talk to yourself,
Yeah.
whether you say it out loud or whether you talk to yourself, it's okay to talk to yourself, and it's even okay to answer yourself. It's just not okay to say to yourself, what did you say?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But really, I think I would vote for number 6, mindset,
Yeah.
as being critically important because it's going to affect the way you implement the other 5.
Absolutely.
So it's a bonus number 6, but implement it as well, because take time to practice talking to yourself kindly. Take time to practice talking to yourself positively. What you think about comes about. They call it the act as if. You know, if you act as the people from Missouri say they've got to see it in order to believe it.
Yeah.
But those of us who have a positive mindset say all you have to do is believe it and you will see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so believe it and then make it happen. You're not going to make it happen if you don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so believe it and then talk to yourself with kindness and talk to yourself positively and constructively. And I mean, when I watch people beat themselves up, and I'm just going, how is that productive?
Yeah.
There's
No,
not.
absolutely.
I've watched professionals in basketball game miss a easy shot or an easy pass or something, and then get so caught up beating themselves up that they miss the next play.
Yeah.
Like there was no there's a book called You Can't Afford the Luxury of a Negative Thought.
Yeah.
The title says it all. So develop the mindset, the positivity, the mindset of a champion, the mindset of a successful person, the mindset of somebody who's a winner, as they call it. Dennis Waitley used to call it the mindset of the winner. And see yourself that way, talk to yourself that way, and watch all the great things that come into your life. I mean, these things. Okay, eat more raw food, eat more fruit, buy the bundle without even a second thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just get the bundle.
Just get the
There's,
bundle.
yeah, just get the
I
bundle.
agree.
Just
You
get
know,
the
I
bundle.
got I got to say to you, Doug. You know, you actually really helped me with that last one, without even knowing it, and in the reverse order. And I heard something really cool once, that what you do becomes your words, and what you say becomes your thoughts, right? And I used to think very self-negatively, and I didn't like myself at a time. And I started feeding myself, taking love in action with the food that you helped me, take on as my life. And that became what I spoke about and became what I thought, right? So it's like it all became a feedback loop, right?
Sure, sure, absolutely. It's a full circle,
Yeah.
and there's
Which
no
I got to thank you
beginning.
for.
There's no beginning and there's no end. It's a full circle. It's like any cycle. You can jump in at any point.
Yeah.
They're all interconnected and all interdependent.
Yeah.
But if you want to become an expert in something, you got to spend some time in it, and you just have to keep plugging away. You will learn.
Yeah.
For me, if I want to learn something, I go to the people who have what I want.
Yeah.
I don't need to figure it out for myself. I can let somebody else explain it to me. And to me, that's why, here we got to, that's why the bundle's so important. I mean, get the bundle. Just get the bundle.
Well, you want to talk a little
I'm
bit
not a
about
salesman.
your
I'm not a salesman.
contribution in there? You have
I have a
you have
book
an
in there,
audiobook in
never
there.
before released,
Yeah.
only available on the bundle.
Yeah.
Got enough. It's all about healthy living and what life is like in the tropics of Costa Rica, truly in the jungle of Costa Rica,
Beautiful
and
place.
how it interreacts with our mindset and what it takes to be a positive, successful, healthy person anywhere in the world, because it's all a jungle out there, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And I just happen
Definitely.
to use the jungle of Costa Rica, but any place is becoming more of a jungle, it seems, at the moment. But we're going to
It's
get
true.
past that.
Yeah,
You
I
got
believe so
to.
too.
There's always got to be some thin in order to get to the thick, and even
Yeah.
to appreciate the thick.
Yeah, exactly. All with the contrast, right?
Hmm.
That contrast is a blessing.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And I've said it. I've said it many times before. It's everything that happens it's all for the good, and it all works out. It all works out perfectly in the end. And if it's not working out perfectly for you right now, you just haven't got to the end yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the end of each chapter, the end of each session, the end of each whatever it is. So expect talk to yourself in really positive ways. Expect the right things to happen. Know that it's all working for your benefit. You know, Chris, um, I used to say, go to health.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. I like it. You have a new one?
And people sometimes didn't hear me correctly.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
So I've changed it.
Yeah.
I've changed it now. And nowadays I will say to you and to your audience, you know, up your health.
I'm sure. Yeah, I
And you
love
too, Chris, up yours too.
it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Doug, man. Love you so much. I really appreciate you. And
Uh,
I really appreciate the time with you every single time I spend time with you. And I know everyone
well,
here does too.
look forward to the next time I can give you a hug. It's a treat to spend time with you. I agree with it. That, you know, the same feeling. It's always a treat to spend time with you. I know you're just like a very busy guy, very productive guy, and a very
You too.
influential guy, and I'm proud of you for that. Uh, if I can ever do anything to help you in any way, you know I'm here for you. And it's a
Reciprocated
friendship that I count on.
110%.
Yeah, keep me off the skateboard, man.
Well, you asked for it, Doug. You asked for it. I wasn't trying to like fight you off of it.
There's a great new skateboard park right here, like 2 miles from our house.
I'm there. And that,
It's
that ramp I went to in the field though, that was so fun. I hope that's still there.
Oh yeah, that's still there, but the
Yeah.
new one is better and it's
Is it
closer
cement?
to the house.
Is it cement?
No, it's wooden.
Ooh, even better. I like wood parks the best.
Yeah, they took down the old one, which I think might have been cement,
Yeah.
and then for 5 years there was nothing.
Yeah.
And then they put up this new, first of all, this frame came and I go, oh, look at this. And I watched a kid over there the other day on a scooter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those scoots go.
Oh my, I mean, he's not a professional, but he might as well have been.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Yeah.
It's like, I actually went over. I said, do you mind if I just watch you a little bit? You're like, this is really good.
I'm not trying to be creepy. I just want to watch you.
Yeah, I just want to watch you.
Yeah.
But he was, whoa, he was doing triple what everybody else was doing single. He was really, really good.
Take a snap of it next time.
Next time I see him, I don't go there often to that
No.
particular spot because it's my dogs are so little and the grass is so long and wet
Yeah.
that the mud in that particular park is. I always come home with a black dog.
Yeah.
So
Your dog's white, so that's not good.
yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
That's right.
poor
I
little
have a
Daisy.
white dog and I bring him home black and there's a bath involved and it's just but
Well, I'll have
really
to
nice
visit it myself.
skateboard park. Really nice skateboard park. So I've seen a few kids on skateboards there. A lot of bicycles.
Yeah.
That seems to be the big thing now is bicycles, even more than scooters.
Really?
Yeah. What are those little bikes called?
BMX?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just like the regular bike, but like a trick bike kind of thing.
Yeah, but they're going like 10 feet above the ramp. They're just going
Yeah, they're
wham,
nuts.
and just
They're nuts.
they're just soaring up into the air. It's really
You know,
impressive.
it's kind of crazy. Like here in Sweden, skateboarding is huge. Like it's like
Oh, good.
there's so many skateboarders and so many skateboard parks, and they're so good. Like the slightly above average here is better than the top pros in like early 2000. You know, like
Wow.
they're so good. But I don't know if I've seen any bikers at all. Not one bike, a few scooters, but skateboarding just reigns supreme here. I don't know if I actually don't know if
I don't
I've
see
seen
a lot of
BMX.
skateboards here. I don't see a lot of skateboards here. I see scooters first and bikes second.
Yeah.
Rarely see a skateboard.
Huh. Well, I'll have to change that.
Come on over, show them how it's done.
Yeah, I will with my pocket full of pumpkin seeds, and I'm ready.
Think the world of you, Chris Kendall.
You too, brother. Absolutely. 1,000%.
And
And,
everybody who's out there, get the bundle.
Yeah, grab that bundle. Yeah.
Just get the bundle. It's so inexpensive.
It is. It's less than $1 books. 91 cents a book. 98% off the regular price, and all the books are at regular price on Monday. So Not much time left, but
Get the bundle.
I think you guys will be very, very happy. Actually, I know you will be, but bless you, Doug. Thank you so much, man. I hope you have an awesome sleep. Give my love to your family, and
Promise.
I'll be talking to you on Monday with the panel. I haven't shouted
Yeah.
out to everyone, but we're gonna do
Monday
one
with
more
the panel.
panel on World
I'm
Vegan
looking
Day.
forward to it.
So
Looking forward.
I'll let you guys know about that.
Bless your heart. Thanks for including me.
Brother. Have a good one.
Up
See you
yours.
guys. Bye-bye. Up your health. 5 Keys to Self-Betterment with Dr. Douglas Graham. Ooh, don't forget to check out my raw recipes playlist in the top left, the video just for you in the top right, subscribe for more videos in the bottom right, and get your 3 free ebooks in the bottom left. Grab your free raw recipe app available on iPhone and Android with over 100 free raw recipes, common fruit and vegetable calorie breakdown, frickin' raw and food combining chart, shopping cart function, and so much more.